Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So with this market rising, for all intents and purposes, the crypto market, despite what we have been going through over the last couple of days, the crypto market is still rallying. And so when profits call, do you have a plan? I know, some people are waiting for XRP to get to $589. Some altcoins are already rallying. We have already seen Bitcoin go up significantly, even since the beginning of 2023, which is only about a year. And so, guys, there are going to be ups and downs in this market, always ups and downs, ups and downs. The question is, how do you know when to cash out? How do you know when you're close to the top? Do you have a plan for taking profits off the table? Well, Lex here bringing this up, and this is not Lex's first rodeo. The markets are looking bullish, and talk of mooning is in the air. But when those gains materialize, are you ready to take your profits and secure your financial future? Dry runs now, peace of mind later. I cannot stress that enough. For my Patreon subscribers, I am going to be doing a video, and I know I've been saying that I'm going to be doing a video, but I am going to be doing a video on my personal cash out strategy, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to cash out, transfer funds from where to where, how to secure profits, how I'm going to get it in my bank account. For everybody, it's going to be different, but I'm going to tailor that video to make it as general as possible. So hopefully you guys can get something out of that. So you can find that at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. The subscription is only $5 a month. I purposely kept it affordable, guys, so that you can follow me throughout to the end of the bull run, because we do not want to cash out too early. We want to maximize profits at the top. And so, a dry run, everybody is going to need to do this. Don't wait until the heat is on to figure out your exit strategy. That's another bad move. Simulate cash out scenarios now like I have. For instance, if XRP rockets to $27, my current limits would allow a maximum weekly withdrawal of about $175,000 through Coinbase. Life-changing wealth. Take it when it knocks. Let's be real. Comments saying never sell can be short-sighted. I've seen seven-figure portfolios vanish by clinging to that mentality. When life-changing gains are within reach, grab them. Taking out $20,000 to pay off debt and sleep soundly can make holding a bigger moonshot a whole lot easier. Remember, profit-taking isn't about abandoning the game. It's about securing your wins and playing the long game even smarter. Here's what you can do. So from Lex's perspective here, set clear profit goals and exit points, decide what percentage can trigger a sale and stick to it, diversify your withdrawal options. So don't rely solely on one exchange, explore other exchanges or consider alternative methods. And I've talked a little bit about that at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Remember the power of compounding. Reinvesting profits wisely can snowball your wealth over time. Let's make sure this bull run doesn't leave you empty-handed. Plan, execute, and secure your financial future. And so guys, this is exactly why I decided to start the Patreon. I feel like I did not sell enough cryptocurrency in the last bull run. I feel like I did not secure enough profits, but now I have a plan. I've diversified my portfolio, and I'm sharing that with my Patreon subscribers at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Now, how is this rally going to be different than former runs? Bitcoin News here posted this. Compared to previous cycles, the new FASB accounting rules make it much easier for companies to justify holding Bitcoin. So going back to this whole Bitcoin ETF thing, they were not able to hold Bitcoin on their balance sheets before, but guys, now they will be able to. That's what's different this time. There is an underpinning of demand that will not go away now. Here's an explanation. Listen to this.
Here we are again. New ETF is coming out. What's the same? A new ETF is coming out. The market has run up in anticipation of it. And there will be people that are longer than they should be, called front running. When the ETF comes out, they're going to sell into it. So they're buying the rumor, selling the event. Buy the rumor, sell the event. What's different this time? What is materially different this time is that laws have been changed here. Laws were not changed here. Laws were not changed. I mean, these laws were changed, but they weren't significant laws. The laws changed here say corporations can hold it on their balance sheet really soon. So you can have it on your balance sheet as a company, as a bank asset, as an asset. So I have our extra money in dollars. You can't put your extra money in a competing company. You can't put your extra money in Bitcoin. So that's what's different this time. And that sets us up for there will be an underpinning of demand that will not go away now. Okay, so there will be dips. Dips will be, hopefully, if you're bullish on this, will be briefer and more V-shaped. You probably won't get a lot of this. You might get a lot more of this. Okay, that's the bigger picture. The bigger picture is there's nothing negative about this. The shorter picture is how much ahead of itself has it gotten?
So that's a good question. How much ahead of itself has it gotten? Are we at the top of this front run? There's no negative side to this, guys, though. Demand has changed. The fundamentals of Bitcoin have changed. The market is bullish. Everybody is clamoring to get into Bitcoin. And guys, that will extend to the rest of the crypto market, especially utility coins like XRP, XLM, Algorand, VeChain, a whole handful of other cryptocurrencies. We're still in a spec market though now, and so, we've got to treat it as such. Two ways to think about this, okay? When it comes to Bitcoin, this one courtesy of Raoul Pal. A way to frame this is that we are all seed investors, pre-2011 vintage, Series A investors in 2012, Series B investors in 2015, Series C in 2019, and Series D in 2023. And that Bitcoin in this case is about to IPO. So he's just giving an analogy here. Then, like in the mid-90s, we get to see the demand from retail and institutions. Back then, the first few days around the actual IPO were weird, often corrected or gyrated as people took profits on their allocations and then ripped higher as new demand came in, people who didn't get in pre-IPO. It's weird to talk about something so revolutionary as Bitcoin like this. The comment is more about the process of mass adoption than thinking it truly needs the authority stamp of approval, which, we really don't need the stamp of approval. Bitcoin is what it is. It's been, working the way it has been. And we've been fine. Quite frankly, this regulation, this BS, I could do without it. I could go back to 2017 and be perfectly happy trading under the 2017 conditions, my opinion. It would have continued to get adopted in any event. I actually think the ETF more is a trade deal between the fiat world and crypto land. The impact of the WTO on China sucked in an enormous amount of global capital and transformed China from an emerging market to the second largest economy on earth. This is the start of the next phase, guys. Bitcoin just got into the WTO. Well done, everybody. Now be patient and let the game play out. Hashtag DFTU. And you guys probably know what that means by now. So wanted to thank Raoul Pal just for posting that. Now, on the heels of this, of course, everybody is trying to safeguard their wealth. Everybody is trying to find alternative ways to make money because there are more, now more than ever, we're hearing about cashless societies coming in, CBDCs being implemented. I know the Bank of Canada recently did just get their trademark or the registered license for a CBDC. Not happening anytime soon, but is on the table. King Valix here posting this. Cashless society is coming now, not later. Guys, this is happening in South Africa, but don't think it won't come to a country near you. Listen to this.
Even as there are some people who are going to be negatively impacted, this is because moves to digital currencies or cashless societies can either be done to enhance financial inclusion or to actually exclude some people from the digitized formal economy. Yeah. Obviously, you have mentioned that in our current country, where we have such a crime problem, there are incentives for retailers to shift towards cashless solutions. They have less of a risk of being physically robbed. At the same time, governments are very keen on cashless economies because it allows them to plug tax leaks that would otherwise slip through the physical cracks into the so-called gray economy.
So from there, the clip just repeats. I will link this in the description if you guys are interested in watching that again. But you can see why governments want to plug the leak, so to speak. And this is happening globally. It's not just in Canada. It's not just in other countries where you might, assume, well, that's normal. No, it's happening everywhere. So just be aware. And you can see why people are, clamoring probably to get into Bitcoin when this economy tanks and fiat becomes obsolete, if they, convert that to a CBDC or a digital dollar, something different. Well, people are going to need to hedge their bets somewhere. And so Bitcoin or, other cryptocurrencies, of course, that have value could be the choice that they choose. Luckily for us, guys, we are invested in one of the best cryptocurrencies out there from the beginning, XRP. So two Ripple partners here have just collaborated. This one coming from Visa, collaborating with CIBC, a Canadian bank that has confirmed a RippleNet partnership here. This one courtesy of Michael Branch. Visa and CIBC have announced a new collaboration that will embark on the bank's clients to send funds to family and friends across borders. So specifically for cross-border remittances, okay? With Visa Direct's money movement capability, CIBC and Simply clients will soon be able to send money to a new range of digital wallets and key remittance destinations, including the Philippines, China, Bangladesh, and Kenya, where they are the primary method for people to pay and get paid. The new capability will be made available early this year. So this is coming within the first quarter. So within the next 3 months or so, Visa Direct enables customers and businesses to send money cross-border with ease. Notice, guys, cross-border money transfers, Visa, CIBC, both Ripple partners. Are we seeing a connection here? We are thrilled to work with industry leaders like CIBC and Simply to provide even more remittance options for our customers. This coming from Sam Fuda, Vice President and Head of Commercial and Money Movement Solutions at Visa Canada. Together, we are working to break down the barriers of cross-border money movement to improve speed, transparency, and accessibility for both the sender and receiver. Check this out. This announcement builds on the company's earlier collaboration that enables CIBC and Simply clients to use Visa Direct-enabled cross-border payments person-to-person and business-to-customer payouts through CIBC and Simply's global money transfer system. Of course, guys, running on RippleNet, CIBC, one of those early RippleNet adopters, and Visa running on RippleNet through Earthport, that Earthport connections, and I believe a handful of others. Here's another quote. Sending foreign currency has become an increasingly important part of many Canadians' daily banking needs, a trend that we expect to continue for years to come. This coming from Jimmy Din, Managing Director, Direct Financial Services at CIBC Capital Markets. Listening to our clients and working closely with Visa will help us to further build our unique no transfer fee cross-border payment platform that's available with the rest of their banking services. No fees, cross-border payments, probably going to happen in the blink of an eye, under 4 seconds, leveraging RippleNet technology. I mean, 2 Ripple partners here. Can they spell it out anymore? Anyway, wanted to thank Michael Branch for posting that. Brad Garlinghouse, guys, also did come down on X and YouTube recently. This one courtesy of Ian Binns. Ripple CEO slams Elon Musk's X for ignoring XRP scams. Well, we know Brad Garlinghouse has been very negative on YouTube for not taking care of these videos, these fake AI produced videos that I know you guys have even been telling me in the comments section of my videos. Why do I keep seeing this fake Brad Garlinghouse XRP giveaway video? Well, Brad Garlinghouse has recently voiced strong criticism against Elon Musk's social media platform X and YouTube for their failure to address the proliferation of XRP-related scams. This condemnation came in the wake of a particularly sophisticated deepfake video. I'm just happy that Brad has actually come out and addressed this, guys. Here is the tweet here. He actually responded to this. Joe Weisenthal posted this, just got served this post as an ad. This is an AI deepfake. So if you guys are seeing this video, this is fake. Do not click on it. Do not send your XRP anywhere. Brad Garlinghouse also confirming that. Yep, you'd be surprised how often the Ripple team reports these scams with no real recourse for innocent customers from the platform themselves. Completely irresponsible for X and YouTube to allow these to pass scrutiny as paid ads. So Brad Garlinghouse coming out and addressing this. The impression on this tweet, 31.2 thousand views with 679 likes. I could not agree more. I do think this needs to be stopped. So, I mean, hopefully it does get stopped sooner rather than later. Anyway, wanted to thank Ian Binns just for posting that. I happen to see this too, guys, from Finextra. LP Bank has signed an agreement with NGS and Ripple partner Finastra to deploy Condor Treasury package. So Lien Viet Post Joint Stock Commercial Bank, or LP Bank, let's just call it LP Bank, has chosen Ripple partner Finastra and NGS Equipment and Communication Joint Stock Company to modernize its treasury capabilities. So transforming the strategy for LP Bank, Finastra's front-to-back treasury solution will help make the bank more competitive with increased operational efficiency and important governance. The project will bring LP Bank closer to its goal of digitizing all capital activities and help it meet its business and risk management requirements from across the bank. Ho Nam Tien, Vice Chairman cum General Director of LP Bank, commented, "This agreement combines the technological strengths of Finastra, the strong knowledge of NGS, and the spirit of innovation among LP Bank's board of directors." That's a nice comment there. Finastra's Condor Treasury solution will enable us to increase trading volume, improve transaction quality, shorten transaction operation time, and support the development of diversified demands for trading derivatives and more complex structured transactions. So leveraging all that, probably running on some type of blockchain technology. I don't know if it's DLT, the XRP ledger, or not. However, Finastra is Ripple enabled. They mentioned down here, we are proud to have been selected by LP Bank to drive the modernization of its treasury capabilities with Finastra Condor. With extensive experience working with hundreds of banks globally and in Vietnam, Finastra has built extensive treasury and capital markets best practice knowledge. As we track ongoing changes in regulation and market practices, we will leverage our expertise to ensure LP Bank benefits from modern treasury capabilities that evolve with requirements. So we are seeing more development here in Vietnam. We know there are so many partnerships already in Southeast Asia when it comes to RippleNet. A lot of those banks already run on RippleNet technology. And so, whether it's through some other third-party company or what, Finastra, just one of the bigger ones, an LP bank here, leveraging their technology to streamline their systems for treasury deployment specifically. Anyway, want to move along, guys, because we also got some more news. National Bank of Iraq and Capital Bank of Jordan have overhauled their core banking with Ripple-enabled Temenos. So another big partnership here, revealing the Big Bang integration via LinkedIn this week. The COO of the Bank of Jordan confirmed the two-institution selection of Temenos Transact, the vendor's cloud-based core banking solution offering retail, corporate, treasury, wealth, and payment functionality, that they've decided to go with them. NBI has also opted for the vendor's enterprise payment platform, Temenos Payment Hub, with the new tech set to replace its current legacy system. It has previously leveraged the ICBS core banking system from regional supplier BML Ishtarat. The integrations were consulted upon by the vendor's regional partner ITSS. So Capital Bank of Jordan, since 2005, has retained a 61.85 majority share in NBI. So you can see that there was already a connection there. It later doubled down on its position, though, in late 2020 when it acquired the asset and liabilities of Lebanon Bank's Audi Group, including its operations in Jordan and Iraq. And so now these guys have decided to run on Temenos, another Ripple partner that does specifically deal with big banks in the banking sector. And so it's just another one of those larger companies. Finastra, Temenos, ACI Worldwide is another one. And just trying to think off the top of my head if I can think of another one. I think WorldPay is pretty big too. Nevertheless, we are seeing, a lot of this integration now, specifically for these banks. I mean, I'm not really surprised that, Ripple is hitting up the Middle Eastern market, Southeast Asian market with these two partnerships. We already have regulatory clarity there. XRP has already been widely utilized in these two regions of the world. So, it just does make sense that we are seeing these Ripple partners continue to succeed in these parts of the world. So, if you didn't see the video I posted the other day, David Schwartz giving us some inclination on how XRP price can rise. I'll link that video up here in the top right-hand corner. I mean, I don't know. This spec run is going to be what it is. The spec run is going to follow Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to dictate the market because we still aren't fully regulated. So that's one thing. I mean, we can expect XRP price to rally, but obviously the question is by how much. And so, for some of you guys, you probably have some targets in mind. Over there at my Patreon, patreon.com/workingmoney channel, I'm giving my patrons or have posted a resource for your cash out plan. I have posted a resource for cashing out of your cryptocurrencies. I know part of the question too is by when, and unfortunately it's difficult to predict when we're going to cash out of these cryptocurrencies, when the market is going to hit its peak. We can always say, I want XRP to be a certain price and then I'm going to cash out. But what if XRP doesn't go to that price, right? So we have to have a plan in mind. I'm going to be letting everybody know at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel what my plan is personally. So we can always talk about XRP price. We can always forecast what price could be. Crypto News here posted this from Agrag Crypto in the forecast, a $5 XRP. Is that realistic? Guys, long and the short of it, I think $5. I think it's safe to say that is pretty realistic. XRP price trajectory has been downward for the past week, but recent developments suggest a shift towards a bullish trend. So Agreg Crypto did post some TA here. That's not the chart I'm looking for. He did post another one down here. Yeah, $5 in 90 days. Now, he's putting a timeline on this. 90 days, that is ballsy, I gotta say. I mean, I'm not willing to put any kind of timeline on any kind of price move. Basically, the move is going to happen when it does, and that's going to be with a full market run. In the upcoming 90 days, though, he expects XRP to surge to $5, the $5 range, marking the initial wave one of a prolonged bull market, and that's likely to span several months. So this is what he's posting here, guys. In the upcoming 90 days, expect XRP to surge into the $5 range, marking the initial wave one of a prolonged bull market, and that's likely to span several months. XRP Army, stay steady, just stay steady. My DM is full with those lacking conviction and grip. If you haven't put the time and research in over the last 7 to 10 years, stop complaining and whining like a bee. I can only imagine what he means by that. So he's looking at, certain trends, historical trends, which I love looking at because, the fundamentals of these coins have not really changed over the last few years. I mean, some things have changed. The SEC lawsuit is certainly something that I think personally is going to change the outcome for XRP this time around. And if you guys have followed me in the past, you probably know that I'm very, very keen on this Nike swoosh pattern that we've seen time and time again on the charts, okay? So there was one back in 2017 before that last pump to the upside for XRP. Guys, we saw another one here, a bigger one, longer base, trending upwards, slowly grinding to the upside before we saw a major pump. Now, this was a bit of a black swan event. This was the SEC lawsuit announcement when XRP did drop quite significantly. From there, though, it did still pump up, and we still did get to a new high. Unfortunately, it was not a new all-time high, but it was a new inter-year high for XRP. But guys, this was because of the SEC. So, I think this time around, we are going to see something very, very different. So let's keep that in mind when we look at this, okay? Finally, this Nike swoosh pattern here, and look at how long that base is. The longer the base, the further in space, as they say. So what can we glean from this? Where is my mind at when it comes to XRP price this bull run? So, just taking a look at these three Nike swoosh patterns. Some things that I will glean from this. Let's take a look at the first one, throwing a Fibonacci on there. Even throwing a full Fibonacci, doing it from the top here all the way to the base, you can see, guys, we still got way above what this does demonstrate. So just to kind of give you guys a sense of where my mind is at, and I've done this with other cryptocurrencies. Actually, my best trade in the last bull run, I lined up BNB coin with the 0.236, just depending on how the chart looks. Sometimes lining these numbers up with different levels on the Fibonacci can glean more information. So, guys, I'm going to line this up with the 0.382. As you guys can see up here, we got up right to all-time high. Okay, lining that up with the 0.382. Now, what else did I notice here? Remember, this was the SEC lawsuit, so XRP did not perform as well, but it did if we take it just from this initial drop down. So the initial drop down before the pump, initial drop down before a pump, you guys can see here, even if I bring this one up to the 0.5, okay, so a little lower, well, higher on the Fibonacci, but a little lower. If I were to bring it up to the 0.382, it'd actually go even higher than that. But guys, bringing this up to the 0.5, you can see we almost got up there to the top at the 0.5. So here we're at the 0.5, okay? Over here with no problems, we were at the 0.382. Now this was a very short base. This was a longer base. Guys, check out the base today. Very, very long. And we've also got to remember no SEC lawsuit in the cards. So what am I suggesting here? Well, okay, let's take this up to the 0.5, okay? The 0.5 right in here, okay? And if we were to assume that XRP could perform at the 0.5, guys, and this is the conservative estimate. Remember, we had the 0.5 here during the SEC lawsuit. That means we could see an XRP price roughly $5.55. Personally, though, I do think we will do better than that. Let's bring up the 0.382 here. And even at the 0.382, guys, possibly $7.29. Now, that's interesting because that brings us roughly, if I were to delete this, okay, and if I were to take the Fibonacci and just plot a proper Fibonacci from the top up here down to the bottom here, that brings us roughly, check that out. Look how close we are to the top of the Fib there, even by plotting the Fibonacci in that different way. $7.29, $7.30, give or take. But guys, now we have clarity. Now we have more on and off ramps. XRP, they're talking about creating an ETF all over mainstream media. So let's just say, for sake of argument, that you bring the Fibonacci right up to the 0.236, right up here. Could that mean that we will see an XRP maybe right up to $11.54? I mean, I don't know, guys. I personally don't think these predictions are that outlandish. We've seen it in the past. I mean, the Nike swoosh pattern playing out time and time again. Even when Ripple and XRP were under the thumb of the SEC, we did see this inter-year high. So is it reasonable to assume that anywhere between about $5.50 to $11.50 is where we could see XRP this bull run? It's just another predictive price model. I'm not saying it's going to hit these prices, but something to keep in mind, guys. Of course, remember, when you do see life-changing wealth on the table, even if it doesn't go up this high, please do be prudent. Make sure you take your profits off the table. That's just my opinion, though. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.